What's up, you guys? So I wanted to make a short video regarding kind of exercise and the idea of exercise. I feel like sometimes in society or culture, at least from my perspective, there's a lot of technicalities, a lot of, people want certain plans, people want a lot of, meticulous game plan to get to where they want to be. And for some people that works, and I guess this video wouldn't be for you, but if you're like me and you've had points in your life where you just felt like things were way too complicated and you weren't getting healthier, you weren't getting fitter, that's always been me. Like, I've never been someone who goes well with following a certain plan. So what I'm learning about myself, which maybe could be helpful to you, is like, you can come a little closer, bud. When it comes to like exercise, for instance, I could just be here and I could feel my body. If I'm not thinking about anything, I'm just gonna feel my body and I could get a nice workout. In this position, I could feel my shoulder blades, and as I'm breathing, I could feel that I'm kind of letting my joints fall into place. I'm letting my joints fall into place every time I take a breath. So really, everything that I'm doing right now, there's no structure to it. It's not coming from anything that I particularly learned. It's not me practicing yoga. It's just me doing whatever feels right. So as I'm in this position, I got my feet under me. I'm also stretching my feet. I'm stretching my shins. If I want to do something more intensive, I can even get here, activating the core. I can just kind of open up my chest, open up my arms. I open up my base because I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel like I'm connected with my body. I open up my base. I open up my shoulders. So here I feel my back, I feel my chest. I'm opening everything up. I feel my diaphragm. My pelvis is kind of open. I can kind of do some motion like this. I could even get more dynamic. Come over here, bud. Come over here. So as I'm doing something like this, I feel I'm stretching my back. I could even stretch my neck. Right there, I can feel I'm stretching something in my back over here. And as you hear, when I went into that position, I have certain tightnesses in my back, my neck. Even though you probably saw my arm, it's kind of in a strange position and there's tension in my hand. I can talk about it and it could sound kind of complex, but there's this principle called the flow state where you need to be producing enough tension or enough, you need to be exerting yourself enough so that you get into that state of flow, that meditative state. And what I've learned is that when you go into that meditative state, you're into your feelings, so you can feel the back, you can feel your lungs, you can feel your diaphragm, and everything that you're doing is in tune with your body. It's not an idea that you learn from a coach. It's not an idea from this or that. It's just you being connected with your body, which means that you could solve things, you could get rid of tightnesses, you can strengthen things. And it might look awkward. What I just did, 99% of people are probably gonna be like, this guy's a weirdo. But you can look at other people who do this kind of stuff. You can look up Rickson Gracie. You can look up Wim Hof, who is a gentleman who emphasizes on breathing, and he goes into really cold conditions. There's just so many different things that's out there. But what I find that helps me is just doing whatever feels right and just immersing myself in it. And I think it helps with every aspect of my life. Bruce Lee's another great example, someone who's inspired me. You know, he has like a famous quote, or at least a quote that I quote all the time. He says, "Don't think, feel." And then he says, this is from the movie Enter the Dragon. There's a scene, this is actually at the very start of the movie. He says he's talking to a student of his, and he just kind of was training his student. They did a little bit of an activity. And then afterwards he said, it's like a finger pointing at the moon. And then the student went like this, and he started looking up at, he started looking at the finger. And then Bruce Lee hits him on the head, and he's like, don't stare at the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. So in essence, the way I see that is like, you can spend all your time thinking and just, you know, living in this anxiety, or you could just look at the moon and just let everything flow seamlessly. And so that's the video for today. Hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. Comment. All right, that's it.